I'd killed nobles before. You could float a whaling ship on the high-born blood I've spilled. Another noble steps in to replace the last one. All equally corrupt. Why should an empress be different?
Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is my Knife of Dunwall Master Assassin video walkthrough. This is the Dishonored DLC, where you get to play as Dowd, the guy who's just was speaking and who you just saw there in that frozen little picture. So this is the awesome and interesting DLC to one of the better the games that I didn't even say that right. Language is just gone. I do apologise, guys. My throat is kind of shitty. I'm still recovering over. I keep talking about feeling like dog shit, and do bear with me. But this is the DLC to one of the better games I've played recently, and I've covered in a guide form, and I'm covering this one as well. So for the people who want to know what this is a guide to get through the DLC needlessly on the hardest difficulty. You don't have to do that, folks. You can do this on any difficulty you're comfortable with. But I will not be getting spotted, so you'll get the achievement for being a shadow, so 0 being spotted. I will not be killing anybody, so you'll get the achievement for not killing anybody. And it will all be done in low chaos, because if you do those two things I mentioned, your game will not go into high chaos. So by the end of this, you'll get all the level achievements, and you will get the never being spotted, never killed, and low chaos achievements. So it's not quite the madness that was my game walkthrough, where I managed to get, I think, 5 or 6 or 7 different achievements in one playthrough to help pretty much anybody who could physically want to do everything in one playthrough get what they could, aside from collectibles, because I don't do that shit. But this it does enough. It does what I can to make it interesting and to make it as formidable as the other one. A couple of other things you're going to notice as well. I will not be using the healing items. I will not be using the mana items. I'll not be using any items, really, I don't think. I will not be doing any of the upgrades or using any of the runes or any of that stuff. So my character is going to be a base level Dowd, and you're going to be able to do the things you see in this video from any level. So hopefully it'll not get to the point where you're in a situation where you can't do something because you don't have the abilities that I do. And on this walkthrough, you'll have everything I have, because I'm going to be base level Dowd. And you should have better things, so hopefully it should be easier for you, which will be awesome. But there's a couple of things that make this guy different to what's his fucking name? Was it Corvo? I always want to call him Martini. I don't know why. Corvo something. And it makes this guy so much more fun to use, in my opinion, because when you enter blink mode, what you see me do here, because I do it quite a lot, and I'm not the best player at moderating my blink, because I'm not very patient. And you'll notice I generally get down to 1 blink bar right at the bottom of the mana, where I'm stuck with 1. I can't do multiple blinks because I've used too much of it, and it's just something that happens. If you want to be conscious and patient and a better player, don't do that. If you want to do what I do, that's just something that's going to happen. But when you enter blink mode and you hold the trigger, it freezes time, and it's so useful. I cannot stress how useful it is at all, because if you get spotted by somebody, you can literally hold blink and blink out of there before they realise you are an invader or somebody who shouldn't be there, and they'll not set an alarm off, you'll not get spotted, you'll not ruin your shadow bonus. It's really, really cool. And another great thing is, when you jump, you can run and jump into the abyss, out into the middle of open air, hold the left trigger and freeze yourself in midair. And not only can you freeze yourself in midair, but if you jump while you freeze time, you'll jump higher. You can only do it once, but it gives you extra advantage reach, which is really cool. There's a lot of cool things about Dowd that I was impressed with. But I do think the beginning here, this very first part of the Slaughterhouse, is fucking brutal. When I got here, I was tired and I was doing my first playthrough. I could not figure out what the hell the game wanted me to do. I just did not have any idea at all. And there's a couple of ways you can get into the Slaughterhouse, but I'm going to show you a couple of different things that can help you. The method I'm going to take is I'm going to show you where to get the key, so you can open up the workers who will give you the time card to get in through the front door. the key is in this room, and I'm going to show you how to get to the workers from this room. I'm not going to use that method, I'm going to use a power cell. And you can get a power cell here if you want to, if you don't want to mess about with these keys, or you can get the one near the guys in the cell, which is the one I'm going to use. Because for the purpose of this guide, I'm going to show you one of the ways you can get the stuff, but I'm not going to show you the full way of doing that path, and I'm going to show you the other way, which is the path I recommend. So now you've got the key, you can make your way over here towards the guys in the cells, and they want you to turn off some machines, which you can do by blinking up to the top and removing the whale oil, and then when you come back down they'll give you a time card, you can go through the front door, and boom, you're in the slaughterhouse. That is one way you can do it, and I'm going to show you the setup to that, but just not the execution. So over here is one more guy who's going to move to your left, so if you move to the right you should be okay. That was the power cell that we're going to be using to get into the slaughterhouse, and up here is a pretty safe vantage point to wait until that guy pisses off. So once he's finished talking to the prisoners, he's going to walk over to about 11 o'clock from where we're sitting, and now we can go up to these guys and open the gate, and they're going to tell us of one of the things we can do. So here they are. This is one of the potential ways of getting in. You finish the quest with these guys, but I'm not going to do it. I just wanted to show people just in case you get stuck and you end up asking me, yo dude, where is the key for this room? How do I find this time card? You do their little quest. But I grab this and I'm going to be carrying it to the other side of this area, and this can be quite dangerous, so I recommend saving a lot. This game becomes significantly easier when you realise you can save at any possible moment, so every single time you do something good, i.e. sneak past a guard, or get really lucky in a situation and make progress, I recommend you save. And there are no limits to saves, there are no penalties for saving, so there's no excuse not to do it. And just because you don't see it in this guide, I'm still saving, folks. I'm saving every single time I do something that was frustrating me. So wait in that corner for him to pass. Do not go forward too quickly or he will spot you if you're on this difficulty. And then just make your way over here. There's going to be 2 butchers on this section, and the pattern of these butchers will all depend on where they are when you get here. So we've had one guy that's just gone down and one guy that's coming across here. So what will happen is that he's kind of seeing me, that guy, but I put something in between me and him and he hasn't a clue. But he's got real good eyes, so whenever you want to watch people without being spotted, you need to do the lean. The lean is kind of broken. It makes you almost invisible to most enemies when you're leaning out of cover, and realistically, it doesn't make any sense, but this is a game, we're not really looking for realism, so we'll take it. And now that he's walked past the other way, I'm going to follow him. He's going to walk to our right and hang about over there on the catwalk. I'm going to power up this machine, and then we need to press the lever that is over by that guy. So there is the power. The guy's going to stand and lean on the balcony there. I'm going to walk past him because I'm crouched. I make no sound. Always crouch, folks. Crouch everywhere. Never, ever move in any other posture than crouched because you make no sound. If you walk, you make sound. If you're playing on Master Assassin, everybody and their dog is going to hear the sound you make. And all you do now is you wait for that guy to move to the left, and we're going to climb this chain all the way up to that balcony, and we're going to get into the slaughterhouse. And that is the first part of the first mission, folks. So I'll see you in the second one. Hopefully these videos help, and you take care now.